Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah, it's a Sunday afternoon. How we doing, Acme Army? Eric and Eric here to give you breaking news just before the game. And you know what, Eric? We did not get our predictions in on that Friday episode. So we got to get those on ice. But first things first, man, how we doing in the North Woods?
Kind of jacked up today. Kind of sick of this Detroit problem. I want it cleared up.
Let's do
Just
it.
going to go on a quick little rant here, but year before last, we lost to them twice. Last year, we led them for a combined total of 0 cents as we won the game, both games, on game-ending plays. This year, we're down 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. I'm sick of this team. It's the worst defense in the NFL against the best offense. Kick some ass today. Let's get this done. I feel better.
Good.
Weight off my shoulders.
Good.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. It's a little crazy to think that we're going to do anything but dominate based on the look of their defense lately and just what they're missing. Big things right now we got to talk about is Jeff Okudah out. I mean, he is going to open up quite the passing lanes out there right now for Aaron Rodgers, Devontae, Lazard, MVS. I don't know if we're going to see EQ. We got a little hamstring injury and a back injury with him, Eric.
Back injury, I think, is what's keeping EQ in the questionable category. We brought up Mr. Winfrey.
Love him.
Juwan Winfrey up. Dying to see what this kid could do.
Monster.
Don't know.
Monster.
Don't know. Could be some fun stuff with him.
Could be our new crush based on having Taylor out. If he's going to be out any time with that hamstring, that's going to be slot open for him. What about Tavon? You hear anything over there?
He's going to play. I think we're going to get our first looks at Tavon Austin and what he might do for us. I don't think he's Andre Rison, but special teams, which have been somewhat sketchy as of late, one might say, certainly can do a nice fill-in for our injured brother.
Well, I'm just going to do a little knocking on wood right now because I do not want to see any kind of fumbles from the guy we just signed to watch the headlines and Twitter blow up tomorrow morning after this game. So, Tavon, hold on to those balls. Let's rock and roll. Hey, offensively, we have one more major injury we need to talk about because Jay Sternberger gone this week. We're already down to Guara. We brought up who?
Oh, my goodness.
Dominique Daphne.
Dominique Daphne.
Well,
he has been elevated to the 53, so he is on the active roster. We brought up Ben Braden in addition to the guard, in addition to Juwan Winfrey for today's game, making them eligible. We could get to see some Chris Barnes back today too.
Hope so.
And that brings up a quick question I want to get some feedback on. So Raven Green is likely done for the year, and it's not possible to switch in the little guy into his position. So we're looking at Henry Black and we're looking at Vernon Scott.
And little guy, you mean Will Redmond?
Yes. 186 pounds.
Yeah.
Can't play linebacker.
Yep.
So, are we going to see Black or Scott taking some snaps in there, or are we going to see more Christian Kirksey and some sort of combination of Kamal Martin and Chris Barnes?
I would like to see Kamal Martin and Chris Barnes a lot more. I don't think that's going to happen. Christian Kirksey, I think, has firmly established himself back as the starting inside linebacker. I don't know. Whatever we see, the coaches aren't seeing, so I think he's going to be the one starting in there. It only makes sense to bring up Anthony or Black because he is the one that they just promoted to the roster. I don't know what's happening with Vernon Scott. He was injured. He was injured for a little bit. I know he is a thumper, and we need that thumper back. So if he's got to chill for another week or a couple weeks, that's fine. But Anthony Black, let's not make any mistake on him. He's a player that is performed for us and can fill that slot.
And let's recognize, as you more than likely correctly predicted, in terms of Christian Kirksey, we're playing without last week's stats included. We're playing 49% dime, far and away by 20 points, almost the most in the league. Yeah. That's your one linebacker. If you at least in nickel, which is a passing defense, at least in nickel you got two insiders playing. Let's see what those guys can do together. I want to see more Chris Barnes. I want to see more of Kamal Martin. And even if that means coming at the expense of Kirksey's snaps, I think that there's more potential with those guys than there is with him. But
Yeah, couldn't agree more. The final thing we need to talk about defensively. What are you feeling about the defensive line and some adjustments that we've made?
well, let me ask you this: can Anthony Rush be this year's Howard Green? You remember Howard Green, the big fellow that came on and helped us win the last time we played in the Super Bowl.
The answer to that, Alex, is yes. Yes, he can be. He is. I just can't wait to see what he does. When you have a guy who is 6'4", 6'5", 360 pounds, joined up next to Clark, joined up next to Kiki, the combinations there just seem like.
Couldn't you make it difficult for a team to run? I mean,
we
something we could look at?
Well, hey, this is what we need to do this week. We need to stop the run. Adrian Peterson, we need to finally stop him from continuing in this whole career rejuvenation he's had in Detroit. I'd like to see him retire sooner or later. Tired of watching this guy's legs and shoulders plow through us, but. Yeah, I think it looks good. I think we shape up well for him. Offensively, against their defense, what is your biggest matchup you're excited about?
Offensively against our defense?
No, offensively against their defense.
Well, with Okuda out, as you mentioned, that's he's the best corner that they have. I think we had the same issue with them in the first game, first time we played them. I think that said it once before, going out on a limb again. I'm feeling a little MVS on the turf.
Oh boy.
I'm feeling a big player too from Mr. Valdez-Scantling.
Oh boy.
Excuse me. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I see one person in my dreams and one person in my nightmares, and that is Aaron Jones this week. Busting through that line, and really the way that our receivers are going to be able to stretch an already thin secondary for Detroit, I cannot believe we're not going to have huge lanes open for him, and all he's got to do is crack that line. And he could be gone for quite a few yards. So him and Jamal, both. But I'd like to see Jones continue just where he left off on last game.
The recipe's there. They're the 31st rush defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it is trying to cover the receivers. They're going to be playing smaller. They're going to be playing a lot of nickel and dime against us.
Yeah.
And that just opens up for Jones and Williams for sure. And also we got A.J. Dillon back this week. Love to see a nice 20-point first half lead and let the young man get some carries.
Well, yeah, I agree. He needs to get some touches as well. Somebody, not to get way too off topic here, but somebody had made some suggestion that Jordan Love, if we were ahead in this game, does he come in to just get a couple touches? My response to that is absolutely not. What is your what is your answer?
Tim Boyle is the number 2 quarterback for the Green Bay Packers.
If anybody.
If and hopefully when that happens, it's because we choose to replace Rodgers, that has to be Boyle. There's a pecking order.
Yeah, agree. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. I know it's going to be one of those games where all the pundits and everything else have said the Green Bay Packers are going to demolish the Detroit Lions. We're going to do all kinds of silly things, and we're going to have tackles catching touchdowns as tight ends. Yosh, we might see with a 2 touchdown day. We're not getting crazy like that. Jordan Love's not coming in the game. We're going to handle business. We're going to do it methodically. We're going to do it with good defense and really, really rhythmic offense that we're going to see tuning up for those playoffs. So with that, Eric, what do you got for this week on your predictions?
Well, sticking back to that passing thing again, I'm just looking at Green Bay having a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 500-yard receivers, the only team in the NFL that has that kind of array of weaponry. At least the diversification, I am seeing. I'm seeing some big plays from the running game, some huge plays in the passing game, and I'm seeing a big Green Bay Packer 37-21 win.
Oh boy. That's I like the thought process between the 37, but the 21 points is you're telling me they're scoring 3 touchdowns on us, which I absolutely do not believe they're going to do this week. I do believe they're going to score 2, and I do believe they're going to hit 2 field goals for a grand total of 20 points, but when the Green Bay Packers put up 44 points on the Detroit Lions. It's not going to be enough.
Love
There's my prediction.
Yeah, I hate it when I'm off with your score by 1 point, at least on the opposition. But no, I like the way that would work, because I think that's we need to be cruising, staying sharp, and getting some of these players back involved, because we're going to need everybody come playoff time.
That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. All right. With that, everybody, thanks for listening to us. This is a little pregame shout out here. We have, some news and some updates we're going to do. We're going to see if we can't get this going live on Facebook and YouTube in the future, just to shoot it out to the close friends that enjoy listening to what we do and are looking for that news before and don't have any other outlets. So, hey, we're here for you. We're going to have fun. Eric, with that,
go
take us
Pack, go.
out.
Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go.
All right, everybody. Be good to one another.
Have a great week.